Hey guys, this is Camford15. I'm back at it with another video for you guys, and I'm back with another Batwoman episode review for you guys. And wow, what an episode today. Honestly, if you ask me, this week's episode was probably my favorite episode of Batwoman this season. Like, it was a really good episode. A really good episode. So, yeah, let's get into it. Now, one quick thing to mention. Obviously, Batwoman came out on Sunday night, and typically I post my Batwoman reviews on Monday. But this is going up on Tuesday, obviously, as you're looking at this now, because I already uploaded like a lot of videos. Like I uploaded like 3 videos on Monday, so I'm just didn't feel like uploading a 4th video. Typically, I want to kind of be I guess you could say specific or sporadic with when I upload things to the channel. But anyways, as I was saying, this is gonna be, you're gonna see this Tuesday. I pre-recorded this Monday, but yeah. Anyways, let's get to the episode. So this Batwoman episode, season 2 of season 2, episode 13. Now we get a flashback to 5 years ago when Sophie talks to this guy named the Clue Master. And we find out that Sophie stopped him and put him in Blackgate prison. Now, in present day, he eventually escapes from Blackgate prison. Now, we go over to what Ryan's doing as Batwoman. She's just finding more false face society members, kicking the butt out of them till they, I guess, give up the whereabouts of where Black Mask is at. And the thing is that happens is Tavaroff and the rest of the Crows surround Batwoman, but Batwoman gets out of there, willy-nilly and stuff like that. Now, we cut over to Jacob, and Jacob is still taking mother effing snake bite. And if you cannot see that this man is like full-on addict, like when he takes the shot and he looks over there at the swing set where he sees like an imaginary Beth and Kate swinging, and he's like, you know that man is on some shit. That's the sign of a druggie. Anyways, I swear, I'm sorry, but when I saw that face when he was like, I'm like, bro, this man looks like he's high on fucking crack. Anyways, we actually cut over to Alice and see what's going on with her little thing, and kind of the whole thing there is the fact is, which I guess I'll clean. That's like that was just the other plot line. But the thing was, we all know she's captured by Black Mask, and Black Mask essentially is torturing her to give up the identity of Batwoman, and the way to torture is essentially like sticking this one thing to like get under her nail and then rip it off. Like when I first saw it, I was like, oh, I had to like get up off my chair and actually not like watch that because that was nasty. Eventually what happens later in the episode is that, you know, she essentially gets free. She throws a bottle on Kate thinking she's Cersei, and she actually calls up Jacob, but since Jacob is in Snakebite world, he doesn't pay freaking Alice no mind, even though Alice is like, hey, you need to do this to track my coordinates to find Black Mask's location, and you'll be able to arrest Black Mask and get me out of here and stuff like that. But Jacob's not paying attention because he's in the Snakebite world and stuff like that, and he hangs up. So yeah, now I'll talk about the ending of the or what happens next is in the Alice storyline is Alice is like, listen, don't kill me, because guess what? You want your daughter Cersei back to have her regular face so she doesn't have to wear that mask? Well, guess what? If that happens, because, you know, we find out that, well, Cersei died in Arkham and stuff like that, and essentially he's like, look, I can make faces, I can make your daughter's face look like she used to and stuff like that. And obviously Roman Sionis too, obviously Alice puts the pieces together to find out that, oh, Black Mask, you're Roman Sionis, because Cersei Sionis, it would make no sense why her dear old dad would be so hungry and trying to get her back and stuff like that. So yeah, now I'll talk about the ending to the end credit scene when it came to that whole Alice stuff. Now, anyways, we cut over back after Ryan gets back from doing her Batwoman stuff. She cuts back. Mary and Sophie are kind of just having a girls' party thing. Although Ryan's reluctant to do it, hang out with him because we know she doesn't like what she would call Crofy. She reluctantly joins them, and they start drinking this drink, playing Never Have I Ever, that game and stuff like that. We found out some things. I didn't really care much about the Sophie thing, but we find out that Mary had sex on a plane. Although she said it was a private plane, she had sex while being airborne. Okay. And then too, I'll say it later that I guess my Luke X Mary things is definitely getting shot down now. But we'll talk about that in a second. So that was an interesting thing. I'm like, oh, so Mary just had sex on a plane. Interesting. Okay, that's a nice, interesting fact. We also find out too that Ryan has been seeing Amani, that one girl from their little community center type of thing they're throwing there. So it seems like her and Amani have been getting down because apparently they were sexting. So yeah. Now, as they're pouring more of the bottle, they see that there's freaking poisonous ass caterpillar in the bottle, and essentially there was a letter that that came from Clue Master. Now, the others are like, we should get the authorities involved and stuff like that, but Sylvia's like, no, we can't do that because then Clue Master would find that as cheating. I don't know much about Clue Master. From what I saw, you know, of this guy, honestly, to me, he sounds like the Riddler 2.0. Like, they make a reference to the Riddler in this episode too, but I'm like, this guy literally is the Riddler 2.0. He's just another Riddler in the Batman universe, I'm guessing. So, yeah. Essentially what happens is they're gonna try to solve it on their own and stuff like that. Now, when they get to the clue site where, you know, the first clue is at, they see that this poison lady is trapped, only to find out that the lady in this box is Stephanie Brown, who is Clue Master's daughter, which is true in the comics. And if you do not know who Stephanie Brown is one of, I guess you can say, one of the more well-known major Bat family characters. She was a Batwoman, or she was a Batgirl, she was a Robin, and when I looked it up during the episode, she also played this other character known as Spoiler, and stuff like that. So one, I am shocked that they gave us a major Bat family character here. Now I'll talk about at the end, like, my thoughts. Will she become a series regular in the future? We'll have to see, and stuff like that. Eventually, what they have to do is to free Stephanie. They have to shoot down these targets in the right orders of these animals and stuff like that. And when they do free her, she takes off her jacket, and then she has all these like words and stuff all over her and stuff like that. Now we find out Clue Master wants to kill Sophie this time because Sophie figured out, you know, his entire clues and stuff like that, and she was a rookie crow at the time and stuff like that. But we find an interesting factoid here that it was not Sophie that solved the Clue Master's puzzles. It was actually Clue Master's daughter herself. Stephanie Brown actually broke the puzzle, essentially ratted that puzzle out to the crows, which Sophie came picking up was because of the first person, and because of it, that's what got Sophie to the position she is today, and stuff like that. So yeah, now they need a little bit more help decoding the messages. Luke eventually comes over, and then as her and Luke are doing a little nerd talk, it seems like they're like, I guess you can say, clicking so much that they have some sort of thing going on here. We'll talk about near the end of the episode, but I found it funny how Ryan and Mary were like, this man. I'm like, are these two flirting with each other with their smart talk? I'm like, oh my goodness. So they're setting up Luke to be like with Stephanie Brown, even though technically in the comics, Stephanie Brown was hooked up with Tim Drake. I wouldn't mind. They're both nerds and stuff like that. And who knows? Maybe Stephanie Brown joins the team eventually. So we'll have to see. So yeah. Now what happens is they, Sophie, Mary, and Ryan go to this other place, but they fall for a trap where they're on a weighted, you know, they're on a weighted platform where if they step off a alpha pit, kaboom, they die essentially, and stuff like that. And essentially, it's a game show type of thing, like Jeopardy or something like that. Now we come back over to Stephanie Brown and Luke, and they eventually, well, Stephanie finds out where Cluemaster's at, but to protect Luke, she knocks him out and stuff like that. So, yeah. Now, then after answering, now we come back to Ryan's gang. After answering some questions and stuff like that, some things like that, they make references to famous Batman villains and stuff like that in this game show thing. This is when, you know, essentially they only have a 45-minute timer before kabooey, they all die and stuff like that. And that's when Sophie essentially tells Ryan, look, we need to get you guys out of here. And two, so you got any better ideas? Because I don't have any ideas. And honestly, this entire episode, Ryan and Sophie were going back and forth at it and stuff like that. To the point, it's to the breaking point where Sophie's like, look, Ryan, I know you're Batwoman. You don't have to hide it. So tell me what I need to do so you can do this. Eventually, Ryan confirms it by saying, okay, you can go to the Batcave, get this device, and then bring it back here and we can get out of here and stuff like that. So yeah, when we get back from the break, from the commercial break, Mary does get a little bit on Ryan's case for not trusting Sophie. She's like, I don't understand. Like, I can understand why you hate the Crows, but I don't understand why you wouldn't trust a very good person and stuff like that, who wouldn't rat you out like that. So that was the one thing there too. Now we cut over to Stephanie. Stephanie actually finds Cluemaster, and they're at the house that she grew up in. And essentially, that's when Stephanie reveals to Cluemaster, her dad, that look, it wasn't Sophie that did it. It was me that solved the puzzle. So you're gonna have to deal with it. And guess what? I'm gonna stop you right here and now. Now, I think she was very stupid here. You would think, okay, you know the location of where your father's gonna be at. Call the damn cops and have it where, guess what? Whatever trick he has up his sleeve, he can't get out of it because now he's surrounded by the GCPD. But no, this girl trying to go buy herself and saying, and about to get her phone to call the cops. I'm like, no, you should have been on the way there and told the cops, called 911. Yo, I found my dad. Guess what? I found Cluemaster. He's gonna be at this location. Here, surround him, and then boom, let's get him and put him to jail. We would have totally got it out of the way completely. But anyways, what happens is Cluemaster throws like this like thing that makes Stephanie pass out. And when we come back, or when she reawakens, she sees that she's in a car with her dad, and it looks like the car's gonna go kabloom because it starts steaming from the bottom, and essentially that's gonna take both of them with it. But then, lo and behold, Luke finally wakes up, and then he manages to get to the scene in the nick of time, saves Stephanie, gets her to the car. They eventually call the cops. They freaking arrest. Cluemaster goes to prison. Ryan, because Sophie eventually gets back with the device. Ryan uses it to get her and Mary out of the thing so they don't go boom and stuff like that. So one of the ending things is essentially Sophie revealing to Ryan how she was able to do the thing about keeping Batwoman's secret and identity, and essentially Sophie's like, hopefully we can start, this can be the start of a trusting relationship here. Now, I'm still figuring, I still figure that they're going to definitely at some point hook up Sophie and Ryan, because it seems like they're leading that direction to be honest. Even though Ryan's seeing this Amani person, they're definitely gonna, and I would not be shocked by maybe the end of the season, we see a scene where her and Ryan end up freaking kissing each other and they end up going out together. Because these two have been in each other's throats. It would make sense, and I guess in the grand scheme of things, okay. We'll see what happens there. The next post-credit scene refers around Luke and Stephanie Brown, and essentially Stephanie Brown kind of was telling Luke, because she's kind of afraid, like, what if I become like my dad? But Luke is like, you're not going to be like your dad. You're different in your own way and stuff like that, and you solve the puzzle and everything. And as Stephanie Brown's leaving, I guess it was a way to thank her for saving, for Luke saving her. My boy Luke gets a kiss from Stephanie Brown, and then she walks out. She's like, I don't really need to give you my number because you'll probably find it, and stuff like that. And I'm like, Luke getting some, he's getting some, is he getting some pee tonight? Oh my gosh. So, like I said, I'm guessing with this thing going on, if Stephanie Brown soon's, I guess, becomes maybe a series regular character, I don't know if she's going to be in future episodes this season or if they're going to bring her back from time to time. I hope she eventually becomes a series regular to where they bring her, not Siri, a show regular to where they bring her back and they make her join the Batwoman team and something like that. Maybe she can have her spoiler thing, or maybe I guess do a Robin here, because she was Robin in the comics from what I heard too, unless they want to do her being spoiler. We'll have to see what's gonna happen there, but that definitely, like I said, one, with her kissing Luke, that definitely shuts down my Luke x Mary things that's going on there, because I really, for the time being, I thought they were going to hook up Mary and Luke, but it seems like they're going with the direction of hooking up Luke with Stephanie Brown. So I'm guessing it's going to be a Luke x Stephanie Brown relationship going on. Again, I don't know if Stephanie is going to be coming back anytime at all this series or the show or the season. I would love to see her come back because I like the actress played her. I thought she did a really good job. And then again, I'm liking the fact that these two smart Alex and Luke and Stephanie really got it off on the right foot. And again, it seems like they're setting up a relationship there. Now, I'm guessing maybe the Batman hardcore fans are probably gonna be overly pissed off because they're like, no, she shouldn't be hooking up with Luke Fox. She should be hooking up with Tim Drake. Personally, I don't really care. I figured eventually it was going to be a thing where Luke would eventually find some romance partner. I'm guessing here's going to be Stephanie Brown. I thought it would end up being Mary, but who knows? Maybe Luke and Stephanie Brown eventually break it off, and then maybe he does hook up with Mary. We'll just have to see. But I like the fact that they included Stephanie Brown in this episode. Again, I don't know if she's going to be a main series regular cast member. Maybe for season 3, maybe, and maybe they have her join the team, the Bat family, here where she's either a Robin or a spoiler. We'll have to see what happens there. Now, obviously, the what the F ending cliffhanger here was when Alice was getting the face ready because she finished making the face. She's like, look, the only difference compared to Cersei is the fact that Cersei had brown eyes, not blue eyes. And when she puts on the face on, obviously what we know is Kate, she's like, Alice like, wait a second. Why do you have her father's eyes? And that's when Alice puts 2 and 2 together and she finds out that this is not Cersei, this is Kate. And she's like, Kate? And that's where the episode ends off. I did not see the next episode preview because I wanted to come on here, record the video and stuff like that. But after I get off, I'm probably gonna watch the next episode preview. But this was a really good episode. Up to this point, this was my favorite episode of Batwoman. Like, literally, this was my favorite episode of Batwoman. I was very, into this episode. I really much enjoyed this episode. If you ask me, this entire season might be the best Batwoman episode of the season. I personally think Batwoman season 2 has been a pretty good show, honestly. I think some people still hate and trash on it because, hey, Batwoman's the show on the CW everybody wants to trash nowadays. But I think Batwoman season 2, I thought Batwoman, honestly, as a whole, has been a pretty decent show. Yes, do I have my nitpicks with it, my gripes and everything? Yes, it has its issues and stuff like that. But I still think at the end of the day, it's actually a pretty solid show. It's not as bad as everybody makes it out to be. And then again, as like I said, I think it's the new trend in things of people hating on the show, especially if you're a DC fan. Oh, Batwoman sucks, when I really don't think I actually think it's a pretty good show. Again, I say people just hate on it just to hate on it, and hey, some shows just get that flack. But anyways, I'm gonna get out of here, guys. If you guys like the video, leave a like. Put in the comment section your thoughts on this week's episode of Batwoman. Did you like the Kate reveal? from Alice? Did you like the fact that Stephanie Brown showed up? Do you think she'll be a series regular going forward into the future of this show? We'll just have to see. Oh, I almost forgot, damn it! Jacob Kane. So, some Crow members pull him into Mary's clinic, and we see him looking like he has a damn seizure from the snake bite thing, because I'm guessing he took too much. And that's probably gonna be to be revealed to Mary that he took snake bite. So, yeah, I totally forgot about that. My goodness, thank goodness I remember. But yeah, anyways. Hit that subscribe button if you want to get more Batwoman content, as well as any other CW, DC TV show content as well. On the channel. I know the only DC TV show that I don't review is DC Legends of Tomorrow. I don't really watch DC Legends Tomorrow, to be honest. I don't really like it. It never intrigued me to watch it. So that's why I don't review that, if you guys wanted to know as well. But I do know it's back on air. But other than that, that's it. So again, I'm gonna get out of here, guys. Hopefully you guys have a great rest of your day or night. I'm enjoying this video. Until then, guys, stay safe. So I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.